Hi students, in this session you are going to learn about esters and you have been learning the topics from the chapter Organic Chemistry, some basic principles and techniques from grade 11 NCERT. And students, up to now what you have been learning from the subtopic nomenclature of different classes of organic compounds. In this subtopic up to in our previous class, these are all completed. Okay, and up to acid anhydrides, the 10th one here, up to acid anhydrides, the topics are completed. These everything, the previous videos and the previous classes, everything I'll provide for you in the description. You can go through them. Now students, most probably maximum as soon as possible I'm going to try to finish all these leftover contents from esters to isocyanates. Here isocyanates, what we have: acidamides, primary amines, secondary amines, tertiary amines, nitroalkanes, alkyl nitrides, alkyl cyanates and isocyanates, right? And these are all topics I shall try to finish in this session, only in one session. Okay, just keep concentrate and please note it down what I'm going to explain to you and what are the examples, everything. Okay students, without doing any late, let's get into our class today. And today's topic is about esters. Okay, right, esters. Here with the general formula of esters, let's start our today's session. General formula R COOR dash R dash. Here in the place of R you should take H, hydrogen, or any other alkyl groups you can take, and this is the functional group. Students, this is the functional group, how you can represent that esters formula. C double bond O R dash. Okay, this is esters. And what is primary, sorry, here not there any primary suffix or prefix, here only the secondary prefix. Secondary prefix, what you have to write for this, the secondary prefix is alkyl. Alkyl you should write as secondary prefix, and for this only secondary suffix also is there, that is O8. Just by doing some examples you can understand very easily. O8 is the secondary suffix. And common IUPAC names, the common names or IUPAC names, let's see for these esters. Write the name of the alkyl group before the common or IUPAC name of the parent acid with its terminal. For suppose the terminal is ic acid, just like oic acid, acetic acid, like that, replaced by the word here what I have written already, O8. Can replace the word ic acid by O8. Let's see some examples, then you should get a clear idea. HCOOCH3. This is the chemical formula of a compound, and what is the common name for this? Here you can see only one methyl group. Then students, that name should be methyl formate. Methyl formate. For this IUPAC name, okay, IUPAC name if you want to write, and here methyl, meth is the root word, and methyl methanoate. Methyl methanoate. Why? Because here ic acid, you can remove that word and you should add O8 as a suffix. Second example, HCOO C2H5. The common name is ethyl formate, and ethyl methanoate is the IUPAC name. In the next example, CH3COO CH3, two methyl groups are located here. Methyl acetate is the common name, and IUPAC name should be methyl ethanoate. Eth is the root word because of the two carbon atoms. Ethanoate, methyl ethanoate. Okay, this is about esters completely. Let's go for the next one. 12th one is acidamides or alkanamides, right? And we shall start this with the general formula of these acidamides are CONH2. This is the general formula RCONH2, where in the place of R, you can take hydrogen or any alkyl group, and functional group. For this, how we can represent the functional group? Here C double bond O and H2. Okay, here R you should represent, and C double bond O and H2, and this is also known as amide group. Okay students, and secondary suffix for this, what is the secondary suffix you have to add? That only amide is the secondary suffix here. The common names for this, replace same IC acid, ic acid, replace this word from the common name of the corresponding acid by the secondary suffix of amide. Right. IUPAC names, replace the terminal E from the name of the corresponding alkane by the suffix of this amide. Let's see how it will be. That should be, we can take alkane. From this you can remove this E, then that means minus E, plus in this place of E you can add this amide. Then students, what you should get here? Alkanamide. Okay, and now for some important examples for these acetamides, let's see examples I have written here. The first one is HCO and H2. The common name, first of all, the common name you have to know for this, formamide. For these students, if you see here only one carbon is located, so the root word should be meth and methanamide, as we discussed previously. From this you should remove this E and you should add amide, then the IUPAC name should come. Let's see the second one, CH3CO and H2. For this the common name should be acetamide, and for this IUPAC name, here you can see 1 and 2 carbon atoms. Then students, the root word should be eth, then ethanamide. Right. And for this third one, CH3, CH2, CO and H2. Okay, here 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3 carbons are located. Then the root word should be propionamide. This is the common name, and for this IUPAC name should be propanamide. Very, very easy to remember also. This is about acetamides, the general formula, and what are the examples, and what is the main functional group, how we can represent that. Then the next organic compound is 13th one, primary amines. First of all students, we have to know the definition of these primary amines. From ammonia, nothing but NH3, right? NH3. From this, if you remove one hydrogen, then you should get NH2. That is only amine, that is known as primary amine. If you remove one hydrogen from this, that is known as primary amine, right? Let's see the general formula for these students, R and H2. Okay, where R is equal to alkyl group, any alkyl group you should represent in the place of R. And what is the functional group here? Same, just like this, NH2 simply. This is amino. You should add the word amino is the functional group here. Secondary suffix, what you have to add for this secondary suffix should be amine. Amine is the secondary suffix. The common names, first one, common names for this, the first one, first common name, add the word amine. You should add this word to the name of the alkyl group. Which alkyl group you have to take for this? If you add amine, then student, finally what you should get here? Alkyl amine. Okay, and second step, attach the prefix of amino. Here amino, Attach the prefix of amino to the name of the corresponding alkane. To the name of the corresponding alkane. Then students, you should get that word amino alkane. So it is the prefix here. Amino is the prefix here. Then IUPAC names. How we can write the IUPAC names for these primary amines? Replace the terminal E. Replace the terminal E from the name of the corresponding alkane by the secondary suffix of amine. Then students, here just what you should get here from this alkane, if you remove this E and you should add amine, then you should get the word of alkanamine, just like alkanamine. Let's see the examples for this. Again, 3 examples I have written here: CH3 and NH2. Here students, only one methyl group is located, then the number of carbon atoms are only 1. So here the name is methylamine. Okay, methylamine is the name of that compound, and to this you can say simply aminomethane also, no problem. Aminomethane. These two are the common names for the first compound. And IUPAC name for this, methenamine. According to this, methenamine. And let's go for the next one. Second example, CH3, CH2, NH2. First, you should count the carbon atoms here. First carbon, second carbon, 2 carbons. Then the root word is eth. Then this is ethyl group. Alkyl group is the ethyl group here. Then ethylamine. Then aminoethane also you can write like that. And the IUPAC name should be ethanamine. Right. The next one is CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. Here 3 carbons are presented here, students, with amino group. And for this the root word is prop. Then we can write the common name and IUPAC names. Propylamine, or if you give the numbering to this carbon, just you should give 1, 2, 3 like this. Why? Because here this is the functional group. You should give the first priority to this functional group. Then we should give this to this carbon the least number. So at first carbon amino group is located, so that 1 amino propane, this is the alkane. Why? Because all the single bonds only presented here. Then student, the IUPAC name, these two are the common names here. IUPAC name should be propane 1 amine. Okay, propanamine, these two are same. Right, this is about the primary amines, the 13th one. And let's go for the next one, the 14th one, secondary amines. Here 14th one, what we have about primary amines completed, and now secondary amines. Right, secondary amines. The general formula for these secondary amines is R, NH, R dash. Here students, why we should get here NH means, first of all you have to know the definition of these secondary amines. When I was saying you about primary amines, from this ammonia, if you remove 1 hydrogen, you should get NH2. That is only about primary amines. But now about secondary amines means from this ammonia only, if you remove 2 hydrogens, you should get only NH. That NH is known as secondary amines. Okay, you should remember that. R, NH, R dash, where R and R dash may be same or different types of alkyl groups. You should take different types of alkyl groups. And functional group, how we can represent these secondary amines? Here students, NH, just like this, NH. And for this the word should be imino. Secondary prefix for this, what you have to use? N. Secondary prefix is N alkyl and secondary suffix is amine. You should add And common names. What are the common names for these secondary amines? First point of these common names. Name the alkyl groups in alphabetical order and then add the word amine. In case of two alkyl groups are the same or the numerical prefix di is used before the name of the alkyl group. This is the numerical prefix di. Okay, previously so many examples we have done, okay, and just while doing some examples I'll again explain these or all everything. And the second rule is, in the common names, add the prefix. This prefix I told you, N alkyl, add the prefix of this N alkyl before the name of the amino alkane, before the name of the amino alkane. And the similar alkyl group forms a part of the N-alkyl group, while the larger alkyl group forms a part of the alkane. Same, just like this only. IUPAC names, while we are writing the IUPAC names for these secondary amines, add the prefix N-alkyl to the name of the alkanamine. For suppose alkanamine is there, the corresponding to the larger alkyl group. To this, if you add N-alkyl while writing the IUPAC names for this, then finally what you should get? Alkyl alkanamine. And now some examples let's see for this. The first example you can see here, CH3 NHCH3. So CH3 is the methyl group. From methane CH4, if you remove one hydrogen, you should get like this. CH3 is the methyl group. And here the example is CH3 twice NH. These two are same. And for this, just by seeing the formula only, you can say the name di. Dimethyl. Dimethyl simply amine. Dimethyl amine. Or N-methyl amino methane. Why? Because only due to one carbon atom, and CH3 one carbon atom, so dimethyl. And IUPAC name for this, N-methyl methanamine is the IUPAC name for the first compound. Let's see the second compound here, CH3 CH2 NHCH3. Okay, here CH3 CH2 is the ethyl group and this is methyl group. Due to that, basing upon that alphabetical order, you should give the name for this ethyl methyl amine or N-methyl amino ethane. Okay, and students, this is the common name only, but the IUPAC name N-methyl ethanamine. Basing upon this N-alkyl, if you add alkanamine to this, then we should get alkylamine. Then like that only methyl ethanamine is the name of this second compound. Let's see the third compound, students, CH3 CH2 twice NH. Here ethyl groups, these ethyl groups are 2, then obviously diethyl amine. Okay, or diethyl amine or N ethyl amino ethane. The IUPAC name should be N-ethyl ethanamine. Ethyl ethanamine. Okay, ethanamine. And this is about the 14th one, secondary amines. Okay, let's start the 15th one, tertiary amines. You know that. Just you can remember the definition of primary amines from ammonia. If you remove one hydrogen, that is primary amine. If you remove two hydrogens, that is secondary amine. And students, if you remove 3 hydrogens from that, 3 hydrogens from ammonia, you should get tertiary amine. Tertiary amine, that is the definition. Now the general formula for this tertiary amine are N R dash R double dash. Okay, here in the place of R dash R double dash is our same or different alkyl groups you should take in the place of R, R dash, R double dash. These three may be same or different alkyl groups, or two of them may be same while the third one may be different. Like that also you should take while writing this chemical formula. For this, students, secondary prefix. Secondary prefix, what you have to write? N alkyl. N alkyl. Functional group, the representation, functional group for this N, like this. This is tertiary nitrogen atom. This is called as tertiary nitrogen atom. And secondary suffix, what you have to use for this? Amine, same, amine. Common names, let's see. Common names. While writing the common name for these tertiary amines, the first point, name the alkyl groups in alphabetical order and add the suffix of same, amine. Add the suffix of this amine. If, for suppose, if all the three alkyl groups are same, the numerical prefixes di or tri, you should add respectively. That is the first point. And second one is add the prefixes of N alkyl. These are the prefixes, and N alkyl, smaller alkyl groups, to the name of the amino alkane corresponding to the largest alkyl group. To this amino alkane. Okay, now let's see some examples for these tertiary amines. See the first example, CH3 3N, and here methyl groups are 3 located, so the name should be trimethylamine. Here only one carbon, so meth is the root word. Then students, if you write this name instead of this, also we can write N dimethyl aminomethane. Why? Because here all the single bonds. Okay, then dimethyl aminomethane. Here N is represented, so no need to write about the next one. And IUPAC name for this. IUPAC name, how can we represent here? N methyl, already methyl group is located. Methyl methanamine. Methanamine. Sorry, here you can see dimethyl trimethylamine. Okay, this is the correct one. And students, this is wrong. Just wait, I'll tell you. And here see IUPAC name for this N. So dimethyl methanamine. So that is the IUPAC name for this. Let's go for the next one. Second example here, CH3 CH2N, CH3 twice. Here see methyl groups here, how many? 3 methyl groups, but here sorry, CH3 CH2 one ethyl group is located. CH3 CH2 is ethyl group, so students, you should add ethyl dimethyl. Already one ethyl group is located and dimethyl also located, methylamine. Okay, and also we can say that N dimethyl amino ethane, also same, amino ethane. Okay students, this is the common name for this. And let's see the third example, CH3 CH2 twice, CH2 twice and CH3. Here ethyl groups only two ethyl groups located, so diethyl, one methyl is there, methyl amine. Here completely basing upon alphabetical order. Okay, and here you can represent this N-ethyl, N-methyl, amino, ethane, basing upon alphabetical order. Let's see the third one. Next example here, CH3, CH2, thrice N. Here students, how many ethyl groups are there? 3. So you can add obviously triethyl amine, or we can say this name as N diethyl amino ethane. Okay, this is about tertiary amines. Okay, let's go for the next one. 16th one, nitroalkanes. General formula for these nitroalkanes are NO2, where R is any alkyl group you can take in the place of R. And what is the representation of functional group here? N, double bond O and O, or N plus ion representation. Like this also you can write, and here should be, you should add the word nitro. Okay, and common names, let's see. No common names for these nitroalkanes. And IUPAC names. IUPAC name. Add the secondary prefix nitro. As I told you, this is the secondary prefix nitro to the alkane group, and this word, if you add to the alkane group, then the word is nitroalkane. Let's see some examples of these nitroalkanes. The first example, CH3NO2. Simply we can say this word, the IUPAC name directly we can call them nitromethane. Nitro is the suffix here, prefix here, nitromethane. So this is the methyl group. Okay, and see the second one, second example here, CH3 CH2NO2. So this is ethyl group, okay, then nitroethane. And students, next one is CH3CH2CH2NO2. Then here 3 carbon atoms, then the root word is prop is the root word. 1 2 3. At first carbon only nitro group is located, then 1 nitropropane is the IUPAC name. Why? Because it is an alkane group, all the single bonds only located here, right? And see the next example here, CH3 CHNO2 CH3, right? And if you give numbering to this, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, at second carbon NO2 group is attached here, then 2 nitro, again 3 carbons only located, so 2 nitropropane. Simply you can write like that. In the example, CH3 CH2 CH2 CH2NO2, and if you give the numbering to this carbon, first carbon, second, third, fourth, 4 carbons, so the root word is bute. You know, bute is the root word. At the first carbon NO2 group is located, then students 1 nitrobutane is the IUPAC name. Let's go for the next one, 17th one. This is about 16th one, nitroalkanes, very easy. And 17th one, alkyl nitrites. The general formula, RON double bond O. Here in the place of R, just simply alkyl group, any alkyl group you should add. And functional group, how we can represent this means O and double bond O. Okay, and you should add the word nitrite simply. Secondary suffix is this, secondary suffix nitrite. And common names, add the secondary suffix nitrite, this word only to the alkyl group simply, and this nitrite to the alkyl group if you add, then you should get the word finally alkyl nitrite is the final word of alkyl nitrites if you add one nitrite group to the alkyl. Okay, and IUPAC names for this organic compounds, alkyl nitrite, the functional group, there is no IUPAC name, only the functional groups. How we will write the functional group for these alkyl nitrides? Let's see. The first example is CH3ON double bond O. This is here, see, you can observe here one methyl group is located, CH3, so methyl nitrite, right? And see the second example here, CH3CH2 is the ethyl group, and here is the functional group of alkyl nitrites, then ethyl nitrite. Simply you can write like that. And here 3 carbon atoms, 1 2 3 carbon atoms, so this is the functional group of alkyl nitrites. Then N-propyl nitrite, this is prop is the root word of 3 carbon atoms. If there are 3 carbon atoms present, then the root word is prop. And see the next example here, CH3 CH O N double bond O, here one CH3. Okay, this is, we can call it as here 3 carbons, so students the root word is prop propyl nitrite. Okay, these are the examples of alkyl nitrites. Let's go for the next one, 18th. Alkyl cyanides are also called as alkane nitriles, and the general formula for this are C triple bond N. Where R is any alkyl group you should add, and here the functional group is CN. And cyanonitrile you should add. And what is the secondary suffix here? Same, nitrile is the secondary suffix. Common names, the first point, the common names are add suffix of this cyanide. Cyanide is the suffix to the name of the alkyl group. Then what you should get? Alkyl cyanide. And second point, replace ic acid, the common name of the corresponding acid, by the suffix of onitrile. For example, for any acetic acid, if you take acetic acid from this compound, from this name, if you remove ic acid, IC acid, to this only if you add onitrile, then acetonitrile, the final word you should get. However, in case of propanoic acid, onic acid is replaced by onitrile. Just I'll write for you. Propionic acid from this onic acid, if you replace this word by onitrile, then what you should get finally? Propionitrile. Okay, and IUPAC names, add the suffix of nitrile, this is the suffix, to the name of some alkane corresponding to the same number of carbon atoms in as alkyl cyanide. Then what you should get here? Alkane nitrile. Okay, some examples let's see for these alkyl cyanides. In the first example, CH3CN, CH3 is the methyl group, then methyl cyanide. Here the presence of one methyl group and one cyanide, CN group, so methyl cyanide, and this is also called as acetonitrile. And students, IUPAC name for this compound is, here basing upon the presence of one carbon atom, that word root should be eth, and all other single bonds only presented here, then ethane nitrile. This is the IUPAC name. Let's see the second example here. CH3CH2, that is ethyl group, then CN cyanide, ethyl cyanide, and it's also called as propionitrile. These two are the common names for this. And propane nitrile is the IUPAC name basing upon 3 carbon atoms, presence of 3 carbon atoms. The root word is prop here. And like next example here, CH3CH2CH2CN, here propyl cyanide, 1 2 3 carbon atoms, propyl cyanide, and this is also called as N-butyronitrile and butane nitrile, also butane nitrile. Let's see the next one, last one of this session, 19th one, isocyanide or isonitriles. Here the general formula what you have, RNC. where in the place of R you can take any alkyl group. The functional group representation for this same C. Isocyanide or isonitrile you should add. For this secondary suffix is same isocyanide, isonitrile. And common names, add the suffix of isocyanide or the next word is carbylamine to the name of alkyl group. IUPAC names for this also, isocyanide also, there is no IUPAC names. In our first example, here is the methyl group and here is the isocyanide functional group. And methyl isocyanide is the common name of this compound, or methyl carbylamine, methyl isonitrile, also these names. Right, and see the next one, CH3CH2, and this is the functional group of isocyanide. Here you can add the word eth because of 2 carbons, and ethyl isocyanide, ethyl carbylamine or ethyl isonitrile. These are the names, common names of this second compound. Okay student, just we can recall what we have learned in this class. From esters 11th one to 19th one, isocyanides up to here. This concept is completed from the subtopic nomenclature of different classes of organic compounds. Okay students, I would like to know about your opinion and your views about these classes. Okay, you can convey your doubts in the comment section, your views also in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel for my further updates. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.